Yeah, good morning all. Still the students are joining. Good morning. Shall we start? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is the screen visible? Aditya Kamble. Aditya Punjabi is there? No. Neeraj, are you there, Neeraj?
Yes, sir.
Aditya Punjabi is there? No, no. What about Amit Dubey?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
How much is
Hello?
done in finite element analysis? Amit Dubey,
Hello?
how much is done? How much is done in analysis,
Sir,
finite element
we are going to start heat transfer next lecture.
next lecture? So finite element analysis, you know little bit, isn't it? That is
Yes, sir.
you have a model, you impose some boundary conditions, what is the load to
Yes.
be taken, then how it is supported, whether it is fixed support or whether it is cantilever support, the load is given, whether it is uniformly distributed load, and under the given load conditions, under the boundary condition, whether the design will be safe, how much will be the deformation, which area will be maximum stressed, that all you check, and what is the factor of safety. Uh,
Yes, sir.
you understood what I said, Amit? Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, I understood.
Hello, understood, no?
Yes, sir.
So, so let's have a glimpse at the software, which is ANSYS 2020, that is 2020 ANSYS. So that helps to do the analysis. Now, this analysis is divided into two parts, that is the static and dynamic. So what we are concentrating is the static analysis. Dynamic analysis means which is for the flow, which is for the flow, that is fluid which is flowing, or the forces. Uh, so let's see how the static analysis is done. How the static, that is there is no motion, that is the component is not moving, there is no velocity. Uh, is that clear what I said? Amit, are you in Bombay? Amit Dubey.
Yes, sir. Sir, it's clear. No, sir, I'm not in Bombay.
Yeah, so your internet connectivity is all right, no?
Right now it's good, but it just I don't know. It's not regular.
Okay, I see. Right. So I will send you the link for the ANSYS. It is available for the students. The free one is available from the official website. So uh, once uh, once you open it, once you open it, the screen will look like this. Screen will look like this. I have made some models. Normally, ANSYS we don't use for modeling because modeling is not that user friendly. What you have in SolidWorks or in Unigraphics. SolidWorks, uh, the modeling is the most easier because it's quite good, menu driven. Whereas in ANSYS it is a bit difficult. So we uses ANSYS for modeling, but we use ANSYS for analysis. So we do modeling in other softwares like SolidWorks or Unigraphics or ProHeap, and that we import. So if you want to import it, then it has to be in format which is understood, and that format is generally step file, that is dot step or dot IGS. So if you have in this format, then only you can import it. So let us see how to do it. Now I have some models here. So let me delete so that there is no repetitions. Right? So let us concentrate on this round, square, and I-beam. Right. So I'll delete. I'll delete one. I'll delete one. I'll show you how to do the analysis. So if you want to delete, then you have to go here and then right click. So once you right click, then there is an option called as the delete. So you can delete it. Alright. Then it asks operation. You say okay, and then it gets deleted. Now, how to go for the new file? So here there are so many options, and this is also a student edition only, this freeware, but see that you download from the official website so that there will not be any penalty imposed. So you can do so many things, coupled field static, transition, then fluid flow analysis, then hydrodynamic diffractions, then IC engine, then this model acoustics, then these vibrations, then static acoustic, so many things. It's very beautiful software, steady state thermal. So now what I'm going to show you, that is even this turbomachinery fluid flow. So many things are there. So I'll show you, static structure analysis. So double click. So select this static structure analysis. All right. Then थोड़ा इसको बड़ा कर दो, zoom it. I will name it as double click. Name it as I beam one. Then there are so many things here. Static structure. Once you select the static structure, then you have option called as the engineering data. So by default, it accepts the engineering data. Engineering data includes, the material. What is the material of the uh, component or the model? uh, Whether it is MS, ASI, whether it is plastic, whether it is stainless steel, uh, and just you have to select that. So nothing great in data. Then you have to go for the geometry. Remember here geometry may you have to right click for off, right click it, and then select new design modeler geometry. Select. Now we are selecting the geometry. In geometry we will import the component. Now I have made some models in NX because we have NX and we have ANSYS also in our lab. So when we'll meet in lab, it will be easy. That's why I'm demonstrating on NX as well as in ANSYS. Right. So now you have to wait. You have to always remember. Don't be impatient. Don't be impatient. You have to always look at this. That is left hand side, bottom left hand side. So now here there are so many options. You can create uh, your own model, but usually nobody uses ANSYS for modeling as such, right? So you can create your own model, using like the modeling what you do in NX. So here, go to file. There are again various options here: refresh, input, and save project, export, attach to active CAD geometry. So here one option is import external geometry file. Import external geometry file. So select this, uh, select this. All right, and now see, you can look at this. You can look at this. So these are all IGS format file. In NX, if you save the file, it will be .prt. In SolidWorks, it is .part. So remember the difference. It is PART in SolidWorks. It is .prt in NX. So that you have to convert it either into IGS or into step file. So let us select this IBM, IBM, and then click on generate. Click on generate. So this is the model I have made. Fine. The length of this is 1000 millimeter, 1 meter. See what I have done. What I am going to do, I am going to create. I am going to analyze three models of different cross section. That is, one is I-beam, another is round, and third is square. uh, and Tinoka, I have kept the length the same, that is 1000 millimeter, and I have changed the cross sectional area, keeping the volume same. I hope you understood. Like suppose if I am using a rod of diameter 50 mm, so इसका area will be pi by 4 d square. So that will come pi by 4 d square. So 0.785 into the diameter is say 50. So 50 ka square. So 0.785 into 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter. So 25. So 0.785 into 25. So that comes to 19.625. So keeping this the area same, keeping this area same, I have estimated or I have calculated the cross-sectional area of I-beam and cross-sectional area of square, so that the volume remains same, uh, and obviously the weight also remains same. All right. So I have only changed the cross-sectional area. I have kept the length same. I have kept the length same, and this cross-section again I am telling, this cross-section area has been estimated in such a way that I mean the dimensions of this, that is this depth and this width, has been designed or has been estimated in such a way, or the sides of the squares are estimated in such a way that cross section area of I-beam, of round, and of square remains the same. So finally the weight also remains the same, and keeping the length same, keeping the length same, right? So once you have imported the geometry, see this is what the latest software which is available in the market, that is ANSYS 2020 R1. Uh, it's a freeware. So you say Control S, all right. So that is Control S is the shortcut for the save. When you close it, when you close it, let close it. Now once your geometry is proper, then you will get a tick mark here. I hope it is visible. You will get a tick mark here. That means you are done with the geometry. See, you are done with the engineering data. Engineering data is nothing but a selection of the material, and you are doing static structural. So that appears first. When you are done with the engineering data by default, then you are done with the geometry which you have imported. Now we'll assign the boundary conditions. So for that, you have to go to the model which is down here, and double click it, and look at this, starting mechanical. Okay, that means it is processing. So don't click anywhere elsewhere. unnecessarily don't open the multiple files. You have to be patient. Starting mechanical, this will appear. That means it's processing. So now in model, you have to impose the boundary conditions. It's processing. So this is what now we have the model here. It's I-beam. So it's a academic teaching and it's only introductory model. So it has limitations in the sense of how many nodes you can define, what is the mesh size that you can define. Being student version, being student version. Now once you have this model, uh, so you look here now. This is a project that is I-beam. Uh, Here the file is named as the project. Right? Then you already have geometry defined. You already have materials defined. Then since you already made the model, coordinate system is always there. Then mesh. Mesh means you are dividing this into small elements. That is what is called as the mesh. Right. So you click at mesh. You click at mesh, and you give the element size here. Element size. You give the element size. Let's say 20 millimeter. That means and you have various options like sizing, quality, inflation, advanced. So that in the subsequent class I will take once we have brief overview of finite element analysis. So element size means now this entire cross section as well as this length. You will be divided into 20 sections. Hmm. So so what I am doing now, I am applying the boundary conditions. I am applying the boundary conditions. Then in stat, once you have given the mesh, then you go to static structural, right click here, then insert. All right. Now um, go and select your fixed insert. And select your fixed insert. Find out where is that fixed insert. Fixed insert. Can you see fixed insert? Yeah, fix. I mean fixed support. So fixed support. Go for the fixed support. That means what? We are giving supports. So now supports can be you can give roller support like whatever we have learned in strength of material. Whatever we have learned in strength of material, you can give simply support or you can fix this head so that becomes your cantilever support. So on. Alright. So once you select this fixed supports, now here it will ask for the geometry selection. You have to ask the geometry selection, and you select the geometry and then you click at apply. So we'll fix up this face. We'll fix up this face. So moment I move my cursor here, this small cube appears. Small cube appears, which can be seen here. So here, so you can fix up. You can support a point. You can support a point. There are various options how to support. So you can support a point. Then you can support a edge also. You can support a edge. All right, and you can support a face. See, you can read it. You can support a face and various option. You can support the entire body and so on, and so on. So now I want to support. I want to fix the support say face. Okay, so I selected face. See now you can see the change in that cube. The entire top face is there. I click at this. I click at this. I click at this. See there is some change. So I click at this. Now the if it is selected, then the color will also change. You can notice the color will also change. See, it has changed to green. Okay, that means selection has happened. You should be careful. You should carefully observe this. The selection has happened now. So I'll select this. Fine. Now you must say apply. Okay, so now see, observe. Now here it has happened. Here, what has been, um, what you have to observe here, you you can see one face. One face has been selected, and the tag is also appeared. This tag or label is also appeared. That means this face is selected. So we are uh, supporting this. We are supporting this. So it's a kind of a cantilever because we are not giving support anywhere else. Elsewhere, we are not giving support anywhere. Now we'll apply a load of 1,000 ton here. We'll apply a load of 1,000 ton here. Alright. So how to do that? So go to static structure, right click here, say insert, or insert maybe you see where you can see the force. There's so many things you can do: acceleration, earth gravity, rotational velocity. These are all boundary conditions. These are all boundary conditions. Remote displacement, frictionless, all these boundary conditions. So select the force because I have to apply now force. So force select here. Alright. So fix support हो गया. Now this force has appeared. Force has appeared. See now analysis settings. So tick mark आ गया. Fix support में also tick mark आ गया. That means it is defined. Force में भी वो question mark दिखा रहा है. Okay, that means it is yet to be defined. So I am telling so that you should not be impatient. अरे क्या हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है. So you can see here question mark आया. That means it is not yet defined. Okay, अभी force में देखो. First you have to apply the force. So that means first geometry selection करना है आपको. You have to go for geometry selection. So I'll rotate again. Same concept. You have to be good in mouse. You have to be good in mouse. Alright. अभी ये गया किधर? क्या हो गया? So you have हाँ zoom बहुत बड़ा zoom हो गया. बहुत बड़ा zoom हो गया. ठीक है. I am now using my middle button of the mouse. You can click here. Zoom हो गया बड़ा. I am rotating now with the help of a middle button. I can zoom it also, and if I keep it press middle button, then I can zoom it. तो अभी यहाँ पे zoom करके ये face लेके आ रहा हूँ. ठीक है, this face. I can see this face now. Okay. So again, now here the cube face is already there. Okay, so I don't have to select. If it is not there, see here it is edge. If it is not there, you select from this icon face select करो. Okay, and ये green हो गया. So that means the face is selected. Alright, then see you apply. Unless and until you select apply, uh, and unless and until you see this geometry selection one face, you should not move to the next step. Now once you have selected this, then again this tag will appear. Again this tag will appear. Okay. If you want to orient, then click at this globe. Uh, Click at this globe. इधर गया अभी. ज़्यादा zoom हो गया. I'll pan it. I can pan it. See now this is your support and this is your here apply force. So you can select also. Yeah. So you can see. Hmm? Yeah, from here you can see. Now see some more conditions has to be defined. That is how much is the magnitude of the force. So here force is defined by vector. So um, instead of vector, like suppose if you want to define the force in different direction, that is in x direction, y direction, and z direction. So there is a facility. So click here. So instead of vector, now you go for the components. Okay, components में जाओ. Now you look at this. I am going to apply a force like this in this direction. So what is this direction? You'll understand from here. So that is your y direction. Okay, and since I am going to apply like this, from top to down, going to be minus minus, isn't it? So I will say here minus 1,000. and it is Newton. Uh, since the units are defined Newton, it will take automatically. Now look at this. This is the direction of the force. This is the direction of the force. All right, which is shown since we are taken minus 1000. It is showing downward. Now you can select whether I have applied support. So yes, fixed support. Yeah, the tag is there. Then force is also can be seen. All right. So that means now your support is defined properly and your force is also defined properly. All right. So we will go for now solution. We'll go for solution. So let us concentrate in the beginning. Let us concentrate on uh, few parameters only. So right click here, solution. Okay, again insert. So insert may will select deformation. Deformation may you will select total deformation. All right, total deformation. Then again go to solution. Right click here. Then say insert. Then insert may now I'll select here stress. So stress may I'll select equivalent. That is one misses stress. So one is deformation. मतलब कितना bend हो रहा है, कितना distort हो रहा है. Then stress कितना आ रहा है. Okay, then I want now factor of safety, whether my cross sectional area is safe or not. So what is the factor of safety? See, it should not happen that unnecessarily you are using too thick section. So that means what you are paying more for the material. Like suppose I want to my table I have designed and it has to carry a load of say 1 ton, 1000 kg. So why to go for 25 mm thick ply? If it is 3 mm thick ply, I am going to save a lot of on my material, isn't it? 3 mm ka ply and 20 mm ka ply. So 20 mm ply is very costly. It is that if 3 mm ply is also going to serve the purpose of taking a load of 1 ton, then as an engineer definitely I will go for 3 mm, and that is what engineering is, isn't it? That is what you are optimizing, the cross section, right? So we'll go for now um, equivalence, that is we'll see which part is stress, and I also want factor of safety. So again insert may factor of safety is available in stress tool, and in maximum equivalent stress. So here you can see this plus icon. So you have to click here. So here you can see the safety factor. So now once you have defined the boundary conditions, like definition of the geometry, that is fixed support, then force, all right, then mesh. Anytime you can edit it also, you can edit it. Then only you go for solve. Okay, first you define all the boundary condition and then you go for solve. All right. So now I'll go for solve. Means what? Now I am analyzing the model. You can see here. Okay. So this is what is your mesh is. Meshing is been done. All right. And this length is 1 meter. And this cross section, ये जो है, the cross section area is 19.625 centimeter square. Cross section area. This thickness is 10 mm. Thickness is 10 mm. All right. Thickness is 10 mm. And the width of the eye, that is width of the eye is I have calculated as 72.1 millimeter. 72.1 millimeter. Width of the eye is 72.1 and millimeter, that is 7.21 centimeter. Then height of the eye is also 72.1 and the thickness is 10 mm and the area, cross section area is 19.625 centimeter square. And same area I have kept for the square bar and same area I have kept for the round bar. And accordingly I have changed the cross section. Okay. So if I want same area 19.625, then my square size comes as 44.3, that I'll show in the next model, and my round ka diameter comes as 50 millimeter. Now let's see the result. It's ready for the result. So I'll say total deformation. Click at this. See, this is the total deformation. So red one, so 1.117, that's the maximum deformation at the overhanging. See here, there was a support, and this entire thing was overhang. So obviously the deformation will be more here at this end. Deformation will be more here. Hmm? All right, and unit is in mm. And since this is well supported here, so since this is fixed support here, obviously there will not be any deformations here. And slowly they go deformation but rare, deformation but rare. So 1 point, it shows the millimeter also, total deformation, and unit is in mm, and 1.11 millimeter here. You can, there is a option of animation also. You can play it also, just for not for a fun, uh, just to understand, just to have a clarity. Hmm. You can increase the speed also, play speed.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yeah,
Sir, I had a doubt on this.
yeah, please. Yeah,
Sir, you took the meshing size at 220 mm, I guess. Yes.
20 mm, yeah, 20 mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So as I can see, they are all of the elements are equivalent, like they are equal, same size.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yes,
there is a chance of sections like this I section where the cross section of the whole plane is less than what the smallest element size is. So there the
yeah. At
element
some,
will be distorted, right? The mesh will be distorted.
yes, yes, yes. So
So
at some
the
places it will happen.
how does this software take care of the
Uh,
solution when this happens?
so that's why. So that's why there is, there are many options in mesh. Okay, here. So that is what you have to define. That is in sizing, uh, then then in quality. So there are many options here. So that I did not tell you in the first session. Sizing, quality, refining, course, etc. So you have to define that. So that will be taken care of. Is it clear what I said? Then you have quality here, isn't it? Then you have inflation, then you have advanced and statistics. In that, you still have many options, so where you have to define those, and that will be taken care of. So that we'll see later. All right. Let us understand basic first. Shall I go ahead, Amit? Hello. Shall I see now this equivalent stress solution? Mein? So now, hello, hello. So now let us see this equivalent stress. Equivalent stress. So that is von Mises stress, and the unit is in megapascal. Unit is in megapascal. So again, this is the red one. Here the stresses are more, so that is 25.22 megapascals. Minimum stresses are this. Again, if you want, you can animate this, and then you can see the safety factor also, factor of safety also. So that is factor of safety is 15. Maximum is 15, so it is very safe. 9.9, that is the minimum. So 9.9, say like that is 10 to 15. That means there is a scope of, there is a scope of reducing the thickness. The scope of reducing the thickness. So either you can reduce the thickness or you can increase the force also. You can increase the force. You can increase the force also. This I-beam, instead of 1,000 newtons, it can take even 5,000 newton also, or 10,000 newton, or that 10 mm can be reduced to 5 mm, and again you can do the analysis. So I will just note down, mm, the factor of safety what we got is 9.9 to 9.9 to 15 mm. Then equivalent stress got 25.224. That's maximum. I got 25.224. That is the stress megapascals in megapascals, and total deformation, that is maximum 1.1 millimeter. 1.1 millimeter. All right. So then you say control S, control S. So close it, close this. Now we'll do for the round world. So again go for static structural, go for static structural, double click here, double click static structures. I'll name this as, थोड़ा zoom करता हूँ, round bar. Name this as round box, ROUND, round bar 1. Okay, round bar 1. Say enter. Okay, now go for geometry, double click here, then say new design modular geometry. It's loading. It's loading. Yeah. Go to file, go to file, right, then import external geometry file, import external geometry file, then select round bar 1 IGS, say open, and then say generate, then say generate. Now I have kept the weight of the component same, the length of the component same as I-beam, and I know the cross-sectional area of the I-beam. The cross-sectional area of the I-beam was 19.625. So the diameter of this round bar is 50 mm. So pi by 4 d square. So 0.7585 into 25. So that comes to 19.0. According, that means what, I have maintained same cross-sectional area of I-beam as well as round bar, because I want to check which cross section, whether I-beam is better or whether round is better or whether square is better. So I say control S now, then close, close. Now what is the next step? I'll select now model. I'll select model. Alright, so double click here. So it's loading, that is now starting mechanical processing. So wait. Yeah. So now here geometry is defined, materials is defined. Alright. Coordinate system is already defined. So mesh. So I mean, see, you have various options here: sizing, then quality. Uh, like you have to click here. Then you have various options here: smooth, target quality. So for this, actually, you should have a good RAM, and you should have professional version. Then sizing also you can select, coarse, fine, bonding box, minimum age, quality, etc., etc. Yeah. Okay. So we will keep this mesh, quality, mesh element size of 20. Then again same procedure, that static structural, alright, insert, etc. I think element size we are not defined, so element size we'll give it as say 20, same as what we give it in I-beam, so 20 element size. Alright, then go for other. Now in other things we'll ignore now. Then static structural, right click here and say insert. Insert में again fix support. Now first to select the geometry. Alright, so I'll select this face. You can see the cube. So the top face is selected. Top face is selected. So I have to click here. Fix up. Now something is no. This is I think the body, selection of the body. I'll escape out of this. So it is safe to select from here. So this is face. Alright. So face. Now it is proper. See the face of this round bar has turned into green color. Has turned into green color. Alright. It's turned into green color. Do not forget to apply. Do not forget to apply. And yes, now you have to also see whether this one face has appeared here. That means yes, face has been selected, and you have to also note that whether it has been tagged or not. That means here. Now you can see that tag symbol has come here. Tag symbol has come here. Alright. Yes. Then again same condition I will impose. We are defining boundary condition. We are defining boundary condition. That is, I will apply now load form here. I will apply load at this end of 1000 ton. So in order to have better visibility, I will rotate it. I will rotate it, this component. For rotating, you have to be थोड़ा careful. ऐसा भी zoom होता है. Then pan भी बराबर करना है. ये देखो किधर गया. Click at this blue. बहुत बड़ा zoom हो गया. You have to do थोड़ा regularly, so you get a grip. Or you even with this also you can do. With this also you can do. Yeah. Pan में थोड़ा problem हो रहा है.
Complete 10.
Sorry. Hello.
So you're taking two
Hello.
lectures today.
Yes. Yeah. I have been told by Zorapur sir. Huh?
Okay, sir.
Sir, Zorapur sir on the teacher group is saying that Rao sir is taking the next lecture. So that's
No, but
why.
he told me to continue. Hmm?
Sir, on the group he just said that Rao sir is taking the lecture.
Okay, then hang on for 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, because we started also late, isn't it? So I'll just complete this model. Okay. So I'll just put it on a group so that. Uh, so just wait for 10 minutes maximum. This will be very fast. Don't leave. So stay here only this class. So I'll just complete it faster. We are about to complete. Don't get panicky. So I'll rotate and I'll apply it. I'll apply it on this face now. Force. All right. So I have selected. I have to select the force first. So go right click here. Then insert. Insert may select the force option. All right. Select the force option. Then select this face. Select this face. That is in geometry selection. Now you have to select this face. Yes, that face has been selected. So say apply. All right. Say apply. Now you can check. You can check here. So support, yes, it is there. Then force, yes, it is there. Now define the magnitude. In the vector, you have to go for the components. Okay, so you can define the force in X, Y, and Z. Okay, now look at the dimensions here. Look at the dimensions. So, so Y. I mean, look at the coordinate system. So Y. So that means I have to apply the force in Y direction. So I'll select this. So I'll say minus 1000, and say so now the force direction also has come here, and you have support also here. Support भी है, or force is also defined, right? Alright, now what I'll do? uh, What I'll do now here? I'll go for solution, isn't it? So right click here, solution में insert deformation, total deformation. Then solution, right click here, insert now stress. So equivalent one misses stress. Alright, then again right click here, insert, then go for stress. In stress you go for in stress in stress tool you go for maximum equivalent stress. Alright, now once you are defined, now mesh, just check mesh, yes 20 mm. Now go for solve. Once you are defined all the go for solve. See, now it is, yeah, it is processing 8%, 29%. Yes, it is done now. Done. Now we'll see the result. So total deformation. How much is the total deformation? Total deformation is 5 point. Uh, Total deformation is how much? 5.4311. 5.4311. Whereas in case IBM it was 1.11. If you have noted it down. Huh? So there is more deformation in round bar. There is more deformation in round bar. Then let us say equivalent stress. So in equivalent stress, what is the stress? 86.089. 86.089 megapascal. Okay. Whereas in case of IBM it was 25.224. Okay. And then let us go for stress tool. That is factor of safety. How much is the factor of safety? So that is 10 to 15. So it is safe, but as compared to I-beam, um, the deformation was more, and even the stress is also more. All right. So if you compare these two cross sections, definitely your I-beam is better. Your I-beam is better. Okay. So I will say Control S, then close this round bar model. Close this. Go to static structural. Go to static structural. Actually, it is fast, but since I have to explain, that's why it takes time. Double click here, static structural. Uh, Double click. I'll name it later. Okay, then select geometry. Right click here. Then new design modeler geometry. It's processing. That is getting loaded. Okay, starting design modeler. Then go to file. Go to file. You know now. Import external geometry. We are comparing three. Now I'll select now square bar 1, and say generate. So what is the cross section area here? Square bar ka 19.625. What is the cross section area of round bar? 19.625. What is the cross section area of I-beam? 19.625. So since the material is same and the length is also same, that is 1 meter, the weight will remain same, and the overhang is also same. Only the cross sectional the dimensions is changing. Now in this case square may, if I want the area of 19.625, then this size of the square comes as 44.3, which I have defined in NX. Now your geometry is defined. Now what you have to control S करके save करो इसमें. Okay, then close it. What is the next step? Next step is go for model. Okay, so double click here, model, select the model. Now here we'll apply the boundary condition. We'll apply the boundary condition. We'll apply the boundary condition. It's processing. You'll come to know from here. It's processing. It's processing. Now that model should appear here on the screen. Square. So we are comparing three cross section. We are keeping the area same and we are changing the dimensions. So geometry is defined, materials is defined, coordinate system is defined. We'll go for mesh. Now mesh may we'll select the element size. We'll keep it same, that is say 20. We enter. Alright, now go for, now what you have to do? Insert. Now you have to give the support. You have to give the support. So fix support. Alright, fix support. Now you select this face. Select this face. But now if you look at that, cube, you can see the edge. So how to select the face? Face select from here. Alright. Then now it has changed. Say apply. So face is select. It is tagged also. Now next is you have to apply the force. So right click here, insert, then apply the force. Now force, same condition. I'll apply from you know other end force. Yeah, same. Rotate it. थोड़ा minus करता हूँ. This takes a little time. Yeah, force now I'll apply here. So again select this face. It has turned green. Say apply. The tag has also appeared. Alright. इधर गया model. Where is that model gone? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Just wait for a minute. Wait, wait for a minute. It's processing. ग्राफिक्स zoom कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम किधर गया कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम भी नहीं आ रहा है देख तो पड़े not getting the coordinate system also just hold on actually I was told to continue so that's why I planned for this you know ANSYS. I'll just define the geometry again. File, say import square bar, open, generate. Control S, and then close it. Go for the model. Geometry has been selected. Go for the model. It's processing. It's processing. Yeah. Now wait for another 5 minutes. I'll quickly complete it. Alright. So static structural. Insert. Then I'll just leave message for Rao sir. So fix support. To go to the face. Go to the face. Select this face. Say apply. Alright. Now I have to be careful in rotating. I'll first reduce thoda, or then mouse I'll have to change. Thoda. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Go to insert again. Pose. Yeah. I got it now. This one I select this face now. Select this face. Yes. Then say apply. Lucky. Apply. Alright. Now I'll give course I'll give later. Then I'll come. I'll orient it. ठीक है. थोड़ा बड़ा करता हूँ. Orient करता हूँ. ठीक है. Now I'll change it. ये vector है. I'll change it to components. That means I can apply in X, Y, and Z. Then Y component. Let me select Y component. So that's let me apply the force to -1000 because Y direction is like this. Z direction. If you want to apply the force like this, then obviously you have to apply in Z. If you want to apply the force like this, ऐसा आपको force apply करना है तो X component देने का. This is obvious. Okay. So 1000 Newton. So force is applied properly. I'll just ensure. Then I'll just check whether fixed support बराबर दिया है कि नहीं. Yeah, support tag भी है. Force tag भी है. Both the things are correct. Otherwise, then you'll get an error. All right. Then this is defined. Then I'll go for solution now. You are pretty now smart enough what to know what to do in solution. So insert deformation. Then say total. Say total deformation has been selected. Again go for solution. Then say insert. Insert में stress. One में से stress. Then solution में right click insert. इसमें अभी I'll go for stress tool. Then minimize करो safety factor. Okay, so once all this done, mesh also we have selected. Then go for solve. Go for solve. अभी इसमें error आ रहा है. Why error? Pivot warning or errors have been occurred during the solution. This is usual. So that means I will not get the solution. इसमें कुछ result मिलेगा नहीं. Total deformation. No, I am not getting any result. So let me mesh में देखता हूँ क्या किया है. Oh, element size नहीं किया था क्या? Let me give this 20 mm again. Okay, 20 mm. So this is how you have to check. So again now solve it. Yeah, see now, yeah. I think I don't know. The mesh was not defined. Mesh was not defined. Now you can see the total deformation. So total deformation in square now. In square it is 5.18, 5.18 millimeter. In case of um, round, it was 5.43, and in case of IB it is 1.11. हाँ? See again I will say हाँ? deformation. IB में 1.11 था, then square में 5.43 था, and sorry round में 5.43 and square में we are getting 5.18. We are getting 5.18. Then I'll see the stress. Now the maximum stress is 71.185, 71 point megapascal. Okay, and we'll see for the factor of safety is minimum is 3.5 and maximum is 15. So I'll now summarize. I'll summarize now. I'll summarize. I'll summarize. So how do I select? Which is the better cross section? So here, in order to summarize, so here we have kept same cross sectional area, that is 19.625. If you want to write it down, you can write it down, 19.625 centimeter square. We have kept the cross section area same. We have selected three different cross sections, namely I beam, round, square, beam, round and square. We have kept the same cross sectional area, that is 19.625 centimeter square, or 100, that is millimeter square. Then in order to maintain the same cross section area, my round diameter comes as D is equal to 25, sorry 50 millimeter. Round diameter comes as 50 millimeter. Then my square size comes as 44.3 millimeter by 44.3 millimeter, and my I beam ka cross section, it comes as 72.1 by 72.1, and the web thickness is 1 mm. Then length I have kept same in all the three models. Length has been kept same, that is 1000 millimeter or 1 mm. Boundary conditions also kept same, that is at one end it is fixed support, and at other end we are applying the force, so it's a cantilever. So the weight of all the models is same because the material is same. So the specific gravity is 7.85, which is same. And since the length is same, and since the volume is same, and since the density is also same, the weight is same. Only now I have to make the choices, which is better, whether I beam is better, round is better, or square better. So based on the result, I beam ka deformation, we have tested these three models for three different parameters, that is for the deformation, then for the von Mises stresses, and for the factor of safety. So in I beam the deformation was 1.11 millimeter, in round the deformation was 5.43, which is more than I beam, and in square 5.18. So it is more than I beam but less than round, little less than round. You can say almost same, 5.18 and 5.43, not much difference. All right, then stress in case of I beam is 25.22 megapascals, whereas in round it was 86.089. Highly round, so round bar is, and square mein it is 71.185. So again less than round but still more than I beam. All right, and then factor of safety was found to be 9.9 minimum, and maximum is 15 in I beam, 10 minimum in round, and 15 maximum in round, 3.5 minimum in square, and maximum 15 in square. So based on this, if I compare, I will take I beam. I will select I beam again. So first choice is I beam, second choice is square, and third last is round, because round का deformation ज़्यादा है. And again, since the factor of safety is 9.9 to 15, again there is a scope. We can conclude that first conclusion is we have to go for I cross section, and second is again there is a possibility of reducing the thickness of the I-beam. That is thickness we have taken 10 mm I-beam may, so that can be changed to 5 mm, and again we can do this exercise whether that 5 mm is safe to take a load of 1000 Newton or not. So I will say Control S, save it, and I'll close this. So thank you very much. Neeraj, are you there? Neeraj, hello, are you there, Neeraj? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So you want me to continue or you want to join Rao sir?
No, sir, we want to join Rao sir as he's taking a half hour of lecture. He's already reduced his
Continue,
time.
continue. Okay, okay, then we'll stop it. Thank you very much. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you can leave it then.